Hello, in this video, we continue our lessons learning how to manage money using the book Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. This is video number 37. Join me. Hello, welcome to Take a Step to a Better You, a channel I started to share what I know, continue to learn. And today, this video is about the book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, learning how to manage our money. If you're new, my name is Sherifa, Nakalema, business owner here in Virginia, USA. And on this channel, I share business tips, YouTube tips, and even online tips that will be through affiliate marketing. I have motivation ones. Those are intended to just motivate you to take a step, make your life better. And now I have books. This one is about the book, Rich Dad Poor Dad. And this book is video number 37. So if all that, any of that sounds interesting, especially the motivation one, where I just ask you, motivate you to take a step to make your life better, please consider subscribing. But even if you didn't subscribe, if you choose not to subscribe today, but you are looking at me now, you have an opinion maybe already, please leave a comment. Before you go, please leave a comment. And if you choose to stay, remember to like also, if you find it like a good video. For those of you who chose already to support this message, appreciate you very much. We just celebrated 10,000 subscribers here. And I suggested to you that we start this new goal, which is going to push these videos into the algorithm. It's going to be liking. Please, I have a new mission, not as big, but like. For those of you coming back, please like right now. I'm going to be starting to say like at the beginning. When we start, remember to like. So that my goal is 50 likes within the first 12 hours. That's how we're going to move this message forward, by liking and leaving comments. You already know what to do. I've been talking about this forever. But for now, I'm emphasizing liking, because I saw even the one we just did, the 10K one. The likes, the comments are more than the likes. Please, like the video as we start. We continue. For the new ones, I explain the schedule and how you get this book Audible like to listen, free for 1 month. At the end of the video, I explain my channel schedule, how to get this book, how to get to all the videos we finish at the end of the lesson. Right now, I have to first continue. Video number 37 is lesson 5. The book has 6 lessons. This is lesson 5. The rich invent money. But always, just because of the new people who may join us on the current video, I always have to review who Robert Kiyosaki is, the one who wrote the book. He is a self-made millionaire, entrepreneur, educator, investor. And he has a mission to elevate the financial well-being of humanity, starting with one life and one person at a time. And sometimes I add, that person could be you, could be me, could be any of us. So please, this is a very important message, especially for you who have children. If they learn at this stage, when they are young, these lessons, their life will be different. And maybe they could help change yours too, or you change your life right now. And why did he call it Rich Dad? By the way, when I'm reading, it means it came from the book. I took out the notes. Why did he call it Rich Dad Poor Dad? Because of the 2 dads he had. His real dad is actually the poor dad in the story. And this was a very well-educated man. He finished 4 years of college in just 2 years, got a scholarship, like the very best. I mean, what you would consider a successful person, like you would think that his future would have been great financially, but it wasn't. He had a PhD, and he was a superintendent of education, but he ended up dying broke. That's why these lessons are important. And on the other hand, the rich dad is a dad to his friend, Mike, to Robert's friend, Mike. Robert's friend, his name was Mike. And the dad had left school at age 13, 8th grade, and ended up to be one of the wealthiest men in Hawaii. But when I say that statement, I always add, please don't leave school. Please keep your children in school. Let them have the best education first, mixed up with these skills. Then they'll do even better than how Rich Dad did. That's why even Rich Dad, because his son, Mike, went all the way to college also, and he ended up managing the business better than his father. That's why the education is still important. Okay? Now, let's video number 37. Before I start reading, it's going to be a short read. We have to always remember where we ended. We ended video 36 when Robert was making some deals and giving us some points, and he had said that his success reflects the importance of a strong financial foundation, which starts with a strong financial education. Strong financial foundation, which starts with a strong financial education. This is the financial education that we're talking about. Now, I'm going to read in the book, lesson, video 37 starts now. Excuse me, I have like a sore throat, so when I keep doing that, please excuse me. He continues and says, this is Robert writing, I have said it before, but it's worth repeating. Financial intelligence is made up of the four main technical skills. I thought about skipping this area because he mentioned it before, but I said, since he chose to do it again, let me do it again. This is not new for those who have watched all the other videos, but he says it's worth repeating. You need accounting. You need 4 areas for you to be balanced, to manage money properly. You need accounting, and accounting is financial literacy or the ability to read numbers. This is a vital skill if you want to build businesses or investments. By the way, I'm going to put my 2 cents on what I'm reading right now, just from my experience, okay? So accounting, finish accounting. Investing is the science of making money. That was area number 2 that you need to know about. Then number 3, you need understanding of the markets. Understanding markets. Understanding markets is the science of supply and demand. Alexander Graham Bell, this is the one who started the company, AT&T. We know the story. We got the story. He told the story before. Gave the market what it wanted. So did Bill Gates. A 75,000 house offered for 60,000 that cost 20,000 was also the result of seizing an opportunity. This is an example we had in the previous video. An opportunity created by the market. Somebody was buying and someone was selling. So you have to understand the buying and selling and the market, how it is. And the 4th area is the law. The law is the awareness of accounting, corporate, state, and federal regulations. I recommend playing by the rules. Now, from whose perspective is talking about USA. That's in USA. That's why you have to understand state law, federal law. Remember, I have a company, so I know that's very complicated. But in other countries, I think it's easier. Here, it's more complicated because we're dealing with the state and we're dealing with the federal government. So you have to produce 2 tax returns at the end of the year. I just did mine because mine. This one is March. We are in March 2021, and our corporate taxes are due in March. So I just finished mine. So I know what he's talking about. But when you're in another country, it's different. It's easier, I think. So you just have to get used to the idea that paying taxes is part of owning a business. So it's a normal thing. You don't have to run away from it, just understand it. So the 4 areas are accounting, investing, understanding the markets, and the law. But I'm going to mention something about that when I'm done reading. What I feel is actually the most important at the beginning. Okay, continuing. It is this basic foundation. It is this basic foundation or the combination of these skills that's needed to be successful in the pursuit of wealth. Whether it is through the buying of small homes, apartment buildings, companies, stocks, bonds, precious metals, baseball cards, or the like. A few years later, the real estate market rebounded and everyone else was getting in. Remember, he was telling the stories about the houses and whatever was going when he met his deals. Now he's continuing with that. The stock market was getting back on its feet. I began selling and was now traveling to Peru, Norway, Malaysia, and the Philippines. The investment landscape had changed. We were no longer buying real estate. Now I just watch the values climb inside the asset column and will probably begin selling. He's talking about the properties he bought already. Now he's watching, like, if you bought a house, like whatever amount, now it's going up in value. And he's just watching to decide when to sell and make those profits. I need to call my accountant to be prepared for cash and seek ways to shelter it. So when he's about to sell, before he sells, they analyze. He calls his accountant, they analyze the numbers, and they decide on how they're going to deal with those taxes. So that's why the knowledge is important. But I would say, this is me talking now. Having an accountant, a good accountant who's on your side, who will tell you the truth, I think is very well knowledgeable with the current tax laws and everything. That's even enough, even if you don't have the skills yourself. The point I would like to make, I'm going back to the book because I'm speaking while I'm also reading. So Robert is saying, the point I would like to make is that investments come and go. The market goes up and comes down. Economies improve and crash. The world is always handing you opportunities of a lifetime, every day of your life. But all too often, we fail to see them. But they are there. And the more the world changes and the more technology changes, the more opportunities there will be to allow you and your family to be financially secure for generations to come. So why bother developing your financial intelligence? Again, only you can answer that. I know why I continue to learn and develop. I do it because I know there's changes coming. I'd rather welcome change than cling to the past. I know there'll be market booms and market crashes. I want to continually develop my financial intelligence because at each market change, some people will be on their knees begging for their jobs. Some people will be on their knees begging for their jobs. Because at each market change, some people will be on their knees begging for their jobs. Others, meanwhile, will take the lemons, life hands them, and we are all handed with the lemons occasionally and turn them into millions. That's financial intelligence. I'm often asked about the lemons I've turned into millions. I hesitate using many more examples of personal investments because I'm afraid it comes across as bragging or tooting my own horn. That's not my intention. I use the examples only as numerical and chronological illustrations of actual and simple cases. I use the examples because I want you to know that it's easy. And the more familiar you become with the 4 pillars of financial intelligence, the easier it becomes. Personally, I use 2 main vehicles to achieve financial growth: real estate and small cap stocks. I use real estate as my foundation. Day in, day out, my properties provide cash flow and occasional spurts of growth in value. The small cap stocks I use for fast growth. I do not recommend anything that I do. The examples are just that, examples. If the opportunity is too complex and I do not understand the investment, I don't do it. Simple math and common sense are all you need to do well financially. There are 5 reasons. By the way, I'm ending now. There are 5 reasons for using examples. The reason he's using examples. Reason number 1, to inspire people to learn more. Number 2, to let people know it's easy if the foundation is strong. Number 3, to show that anyone can achieve great wealth. Number 4, to show that there are millions of ways to achieve your goals. Number 5, to show that it's not rocket science. that's the end of my reading for video number 37. We'll continue video number 38, because when he's starting like something new and it goes on and on, that's when I stop. But no notes in this one. There's no notes, but I wanted to add something. When he talks about those areas that are important, that he said accounting, investing, understanding markets, and the law. This is what I would say, because all that is complicated, really. He's talking about if you're going to go to that level, the level of a rich person. But what I would say at the beginning, if you know the basics of where you are, of starting, for me, I'm talking about business, by the way. When we're talking about this, we're talking about some kind of business, some kind of buying and selling, some kind of investing. I would say, always know that when you're starting a business, know locally where you are. The laws concerning having a license, like a business license, and then the law of, if you're in USA, insurance, the business has to be protected in case something happens. And then, of course, you have to know the tax laws. Like where I am here, if you want to start a business, like when I started to start a cleaning business, you cannot have a business, you cannot register a business and an address that's not yours. So, for example, if you are in a home, you rent a home, you want to start a home-based business, the owner of the home has to allow you to register that home or their address. So there's a form they have to sign that allow you to do your business in their house. Even if you are renting it, still they have to allow you, because it's going to show up the address as that's where the business is. The owner of that house has to allow you to do that. There's a form you have to fill out. Like locally, the information is there. Then you know about the business license. Then you know about insurance. Like, for example, me with the cleaning business, you have to protect it. If you are in a building and something happens, there has to be a protection that will pay. Like, whatever mistake you could make. You have to protect the employees. There is a lot. You have to learn the basics of that business. The good thing is the things are already there. Now they have websites. Just go and read. Or you talk to other people who are doing it. They will tell you, this is the basics. Those are basics. You don't even need a lot of money to do this kind of thing. And then the other thing that you really need to know is this thing, whatever you're thinking about, is it profitable? You have to know the basics of what is income, what is revenue, and what are the expenses, and what is the profit. Like I said in some of my videos, don't expect every business to be profitable immediately. Like when I call people, I say, come learn affiliate marketing. Say, how much will I make? If I put so much, how much will I? No. You set it up. You may make a loss, but you're investing and you're going to get later. That's the other thing you have to know. Business, you don't just start today and make profit today. They are there, but you have to think long term, what happens. So know the basics, what's income, what's expense, and what's profit. Those you have to know. But as far as the details of filing taxes, if you have a bookkeeper, you can hire a bookkeeper. You can hire someone, but that bookkeepers can do part-time. You can come like once a week and prepare your stuff. Like now, if you're in the USA, you want to do a business, you can come, have a payroll person come every week. Whenever you pay employees, they come and do it for you. As long as your records are clear, you separate the business from personal and everything is clear, someone else can come just one day a week and put everything in order for you and you pay people. You don't have to do all that. I'm talking small. I'm sorry, I warned you, I'm going to do that. So I'm so sorry. So I don't edit stuff out of my videos. I'm behaving like a normal human being, okay, when I'm talking to you. And I apologize for those of you who don't like, you have cut that out. No, because it will delay all these videos. They will go to recording again. I speak one time and then I get it to you. Okay, I wanted to mention that avoid sales. Yeah. I wanted to mention, if you think you are going to be in business for the long term, please avoid sole proprietorships, avoid partnerships. Try to have LLC, limited liability company, or if you are international, limited company or a corporation, because these are the businesses that are going to stay even if you're not alive. And these are businesses that are going to protect your assets, everything else you're doing. So that's my note. Start thinking long term. Protect the business, protect your assets. Don't do sole proprietorship. You could do that at the beginning, but plan to change it into a limited or a corporation. Don't do partnerships. Partnerships are even if you are doing a business with someone else, still make it a company. Don't do partnerships. Because when someone dies, something happens, it dissolves. So you don't want a business like that. The long term, the disadvantages. Read about these things. I'm not an expert. I'm just telling you from my experience. Okay, I think that's a video. For those of you who are new, I'm here every single day at 11 a.m. US Eastern Time, and I'm doing books. And then on Friday, the books become a live. That same time, I come live. Check your local listings, 11 a.m. USA Eastern Time. You see what is the equivalent of that, of where you are. And then just on Thursdays and on Sunday, at 11:30, 30 minutes later, on Thursdays, I do YouTube tips or business tips. On Sunday, I do motivation. That's for everyone. So look out for those. And then for those who want the book, the audio is free for 1 month. Reach that for that. Just click a link below. I put a link in the description, also in a pinned comment. I put in a pinned comment to make it easier for you. The top comment will have 2 links. This one takes you through my website, honestsoul.com, and takes you to amazon.com, Audible, the Audible section. But when you click, it will take you to Audible. It's going to say Audible and podcast. You click on that. Make sure you are choosing Audible Premium Plus. That's why you find this book. It's a unique book. You won't find it in general. So it's in a Premium Plus. And once you sign up, give them your name. They'll give you a free credit. You listen free for 1 month. If you want a physical copy, still on this link, you'll see this book showing up. You click on it, then you buy a physical copy. And for those of you who are seeing me for the first time on this video, I've finished 36 videos. This is number 37. They are all in just one link. That link is at the end of this video. Also, it's in that pinned comment. Said lessons to Robert Kiyosaki. Lessons from Robert Kiyosaki. Just click. It's a playlist. Lessons from Robert Kiyosaki in the playlist, the description, everywhere. You can find it. You'll start from the beginning. It's been a very good story, interesting story. We are almost there. We are going. A few more videos, we'll finish this book, and then we'll get to other books. Okay, please check. Make sure you are subscribed, please. If you feel this channel is worth subscribing to, and click on the bell to make sure you get the notifications so they remind you. These videos, I start them off as premieres. Please come to the premieres, and when you come to the premiere, leave a comment. Please don't just watch and go. Like and leave a comment. Hope you liked it already, right? If you watched me all up to now, please like it. I'm hoping you like it, or you wouldn't have been here. Like it and leave a comment, and that's it. Like I always end these messages, I say, take very good care of yourself, take very good care of your families, take very good care of your health. Take a step to a better you. Bye-bye.